Hi, welcome to Woodlands Youth 2-Minute Devotional. We're talking about prayer this week, and this week we're in Sermon on the Mount. It actually talks a lot about prayer. Sermon on the Mount, again, is Matthew 5 through 7. It's Jesus' sermon, and in it he says this. He says, "When you pray, don't be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in their synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." So some context about this. People in the ancient world wanted to be known as holy and impressive to other people. And I know for you, if you went to Spash or PJ or Ben or even just like downtown Stevens Point and like stood on the corner and raised your hands and started praying out loud, you wouldn't be considered cool. Like people wouldn't think well of you. But in the ancient world, that's what would happen. And so the more that you prayed publicly, people would have a really high opinion of you. And Jesus saw people doing this all the time, where they were praying, but they weren't praying to talk to God. They were praying so that other people thought they were great. Maybe you've seen a form of this where people can use their faith or how they talk to God as a way to make other people like them. And maybe that exact thing doesn't play out in our world, but what does often happen is that instead of prayer being about a conversation between us and God, prayer becomes about something else, some other motivation. Doesn't matter what it is. And suddenly your prayer isn't actually about communicating to God anymore. So the question for this week is, what's your motivation for prayer? Why do you do it? And then go find a quiet and lonely place and spend a couple minutes talking to God.